what an eventful match this was, ladies and gentlemen. If that is, you watched it during the night time, my African brothers and people around the world, because this Spain versus Uruguay match was a very interesting match because each team was coming here for bragging rights, and the other one was coming here to try and take a point, try and take 3 points and potentially, keep their spot in the World Cup. And in this bout, the best man won, and that being Spain, because they played total football to some degree, even though the formations were the same, 4-3-1, but the approach were very different because Spain was more about dominating, keeping the ball, and trying to look for those spaces and trying to kill the game in that respect. In the other hand, Uruguay was more direct football, was more trying to counter attack to some degree. They had a little bit of everything in their game, and but Spain came through courtesy of Alex Baena. Fantastic goal, by the way. I feel like the goalkeeper could have done better, but it is what it is. Their shape was a bit rocky. Because Spain were really frustrating them in those spaces, and they were really bullying, or rather very messy, yucky to some degree, because they were causing a lot of fouls, and in the end we saw that red card, that tackle against Pau Kubarsi. His foot was like head on, like trying to like finish the brother, so the referee gave a very good call, giving the red card. If you're talking about player performances, I feel like the Spanish defense was pretty good. Not amazing, but they did what they had to do, and it goes to show that if they can play against a team like Uruguay, or these hard South American teams where they really play pragmatic football to some extent, where they are just hand in hand, then they can do a madness in this World Cup. So fair flipping play, ladies and gentlemen. On to Lamine Yamal and the rest. I mean, this game was a very tight match, a very tight game, and it was a game where no, not a lot of chances would be created, because the Uruguay team were a bit compact. Rather, they tried to be compact in the entirety of the game, and trying to also double mark the likes of Lamine Yamal, who was a goal threat, and many times when he was coming forward, you could see that they were all up on him, and just trying to close him down, and 8 out of 10 times they will do that. But again, this is how what wingers are. If you play at the highest level, you know that you just need two chances, or that one chances, just to finish, or rather terrorize the opponent, and you could see glimpses of that, and fair enough, man. And you just love to see the midfield where the likes of Rodri, Pedri were. I mean, it was all right, but I feel like Pedri was also being bullied to some degree. There was that sense of physicality, which Pedri is not a very physical player, and so I feel like they had. So I feel like the Uruguay team had the upper hand, but he did play his part. Pedri is a very technical player, very smart player. So it's something I think he's also very young. So, but he has a lot of experience on his belt, and it's something that I'm pretty sure he's gonna come around it. And yeah, Rodri. He's a Rolls Royce of a midfielder. You will think that the high press of Uruguay will like phase this entire team from the midfield. When the ball is on play, trying to progress the ball forward, but you could see that they really know how to pickpocket those spaces, and just try and continue advancing forward instead of just trying to play in the half, because that was the main component, or rather also the main idea for Uruguay, trying to put or rather lock Spain in their own half, but to no away, because again they are smart players. They tiki taka, one touch football, just holding you the ball, and also players making those runs to create those spaces. Even though I was not happy with the fullbacks today for Spain, like what's his name? the guy who plays for Atletico Madrid. I've forgotten his name. That guy, I feel like could have done more helping Lamine Yamal, especially going forward. But maybe that was the coach's plan. That maybe they did not want to use a lot of energy because maybe the plan was like, yo, guys, let's score one or two goals and then let's just bury this game and just try to put this game at bay because in the end we have already qualified, and that is exactly what happened. The script was perfect, and Spain, you never know, man. You never know, man. Will they advance further compared to what they have in the previous years prior to 2010? We shall see, man. But I love what they're doing. I love what De La Fuente is cooking, and let's see, man. Did you guys think that Spain was gonna win? Did you guys think Uruguay was gonna cause a madness? What do you guys think? Please do tell me in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.